At the elite St. John's Institution in Kuala Lumpur, they sing the school song in English. The subjects of mathematics and science are taught in English as well. It's been that way for 6 years, ever since the Malaysian government decided that all students should learn math and science in English instead of their native language, to better prepare them for jobs in an increasingly global economy.
Now, most of the things we do, whenever we go to university, do our further studies, we do it in English. So that's why, in my opinion, I think it's better to learn math and science in English.
We know that the world is becoming smaller and smaller. As we move to a globalized environment, we need to speak in some common language. And why not English?
After the English language policy was put in place, test scores improved, but not everywhere. And not everyone is happy with the government's current policy.
But in rural schools like this one in Kelantan, many students don't understand or speak English well enough to master subjects like math and science. Even some teachers have difficulty. And the policy's critics say that just isn't fair.
The subjects are hard enough without having to learn them in what's often these students' second or third language.
I use English because it's very difficult, because that was subject very difficult to understand.
Do you speak English anywhere else but school?
No.
And last year we got only 7 students who got A in science, 7 out of 132. And it means that if we use Bahasa Malaysia, I think there will be much more students who could score A's in science.
Earlier this month, thousands of people demonstrated in Kuala Lumpur demanding that math and science be taught in Malay. Opposition politicians have championed the cause and are using the controversy to embarrass Malaysia's ruling party, the United Malays National Organization, which bills itself as the protector of the Malay people, their culture and tradition.
It's a traditional problem, where you have a group of people who believe that the implementation or the use of Malay language is sacred to the protection of their identity and also dominance. So, and hence, that's where the political components seeps into the whole discussion.
To many, it's also a matter of national pride. If students in other countries, like Japan and China, can succeed studying math and science in their native languages, then why must Malaysians learn the subjects in English? If the opposition gets its way, next year, they won't have to. David Hawkins, Al Jazeera, Kelantan, Malaysia.